Alright, I got the recording started whenever you want to start.
Should we start it like this? Like, yo, what's up, guys? Hit that smash like.
God damn it. You couldn't even do it.
It's so cringy. I can't do
I
that.
don't know about that.
All right. Should we just go for one as awkward as last time?
Yeah.
All right. We'll just pick it up from here.
that was worse. What?
All right. Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast that has a different title on episode 2 than episode 1 originally had. I think
Yeah.
last time was called Games Class. Now it's called Looch and Claughton's Cheese Factory because we don't just talk about games, all right? We're very deep, intellectual, and sensitive people.
New and improved.
Yeah, new and improved. Fuck podcast episode 1. Go dislike it and report it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right, Looch, very excited. I know you are popping
yeah.
a bond over this one.
A little bit.
The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator Personality Test.
Best test of all time online, aside from the gay test.
So it's been about 3 years since we took it for the first time, I think. We're still
Yeah.
weirdly obsessed with it.
Yep.
Unhealthy. Me and Looch, when we're talking about anything serious or just not stupid, it's probably psychology.
Yeah. In some way or another.
I would say that's probably my favorite core school subject other than computer classes.
1,000%.
Right up there with sociology. I really like economics too, but economics is kind of boring to talk about. So we're going to be doing a lot of psychology themed podcasts.
Definitely a little more exciting, I think.
Yeah, economics is just straightforward. Anyways, so the Myers-Briggs personality test, basically, it's not that long. It takes less than 15 minutes to do. It's just a questionnaire where you answer questions about yourself, and there's 16 different types of personalities you can get, broken up into 4 personality categories.
Mm-hmm.
Analysts, diplomat, sentinels, and explorers are the 4 categories, and then there's 4 more types within each of those categories. And basically what else it measures is whether you're introverted, extroverted, intuitive, observant, thinking versus feeling kind of person, prospecting versus judging, and assertive versus turbulent.
All about how your brain works, pretty much.
Yeah. And at least personally, I actually think it's pretty accurate if you can be honest with yourself about your flaws.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
I mean,
People probably don't take it honestly.
They do. It is kind of vague in some parts, and almost like a horoscope, where it convinces you that you think that about yourself. But the general gist of it, I think, is maybe not the exact personality type, but within that category, I would say it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to be the type of person that reads it and then just basically tries to live your life around it, because then it's just kind of conked.
Yeah,
it's not how it's supposed to be.
It's for fun, and it's just for a little insight. Maybe
Yeah.
think something new about yourself. I don't know.
You can kind of learn what you're already good at, what you need to work on, and shit like that. Basic stuff.
If anything, it just makes you focus on things you already knew about yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. If you should recognize a lot of it if you take it honestly.
Yeah, so if you just want some of the type of questions they ask is are you comfortable being in the... So it's on a scale of strongly, mildly, and slightly agree or disagree, I believe. And it's questions are you comfortable being the center of attention? Do you find yourself drifting off into daydreaming? Do you believe that logic and fact is more important than people's feelings? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to break down what those categories are. Don't click off, though, because the best part is we each took the personality test, obviously, but much more excited we took the test as if we were each other, and we're going to see how accurate it is. And I'm actually
I'm
been
really
waiting
about that.
24 hours basically since Luch had that idea last night to fucking do this.
That's gonna be the best part.
So I'll start off with one to type the analyst. I'm just gonna verbatim give you a little bit of what it says, paraphrasing, I guess, not verbatim. So basically, analyst is the thinking trait is like the main point of it, I would say.
Yeah,
They're so let me just give
it says
you a direct
NT.
quote.
So.
These personalities are driven to understand and create and have no problem switching between speculative musing and frank solution oriented approaches to whatever problem are at hand. Broad, intelligent vision gives analysts an ingenuous air, but they can become overwhelmed and scattered if they don't learn to hone those abilities and use them to advance a worthwhile cause or project.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's pretty
so
solid.
basically, they're just like, they kind of come off as a dick, but it's just because they care more about being, not being right, man, but they want you to like know the truth about something, not like make you feel good.
Yeah, I think the one I can relate to the most on that description is, like at the very end, it says they're relentless self-improvers. I can definitely relate to that. It's like a never-ending cycle of trying to just get better at anything you
That
can.
is why, like, if you watch his gameplay, it's not like a normal person who sits down, plays some COD, and is like, oh, fucking blames everything. Luch has this weird, like, every time he dies, he's analyzing why he died,
Yeah, like
and
I can still get
that's why
pissed,
he's
but
good.
like low key, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, okay, what went wrong there? Like
Yeah.
you gotta have the balance where it's like, all right, I'm gonna get triggered, and then I'm gonna figure out what went wrong.
Yep.
That's
That's
what you gotta
yeah.
do.
Do you want me to just go ahead and read all four of them since I haven't pulled it up?
Well, I can, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I'll just add to it.
So the second one is diplomats. So diplomats tend to be warm, caring, and generous individuals, shining in diplomacy and counseling. So right here it says, this is not as mystical as it could seem. Diplomat personalities deeply value understanding, and a lifetime of self-reflection grants them insights into others' motivations that they might not even understand themselves. Diplomats can use this to shape the ways others feel, but it would be out of character for them to use it for the ill. Basically, they have a very high understanding of like empathy and what other people are thinking and why they're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
And they can almost like positively manipulate people to improve themselves without them even noticing it.
Yeah.
They're like just like really friendly people is what it would. I would say like the biggest thing is that they're
Yeah.
not doing it for bad. That's
Definitely
like
the make love
not the
not
point.
war type.
Yep,
It's a
they're
good way to
definitely just
put
like
it, I guess.
very socially and just like personal people, and they can relate to like everything on a very just a close
Mm-hmm.
level.
Still have the imagination though. That's I guess what connects them with the analysts.
Yeah. The third kind is the sentinels. So sentinels, hard work, security, stability. They want order. They're like the fucking cubicle type people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So let me give
that's
you.
pretty
I'm just reading
accurate.
these direct quotes. Put the link to the website in the description and all that. These types embrace teamwork but expect the same performance and respectability from others that they strive for themselves. Sentinels often dislike strident nonconformity because they envision progress through collaboration and hard work within a known set of rules. To let everyone do their own thing on a whim would be anarchy. Sentinels prefer proven methods and honest accomplishments to self-indulgent exploration and esoteric ideas. I don't I don't know if that's how you say that. Because these
Uh,
personalities are deeply prudent, they also tend to be self-motivated and rarely need external inspiration to be productive. So they want everyone to be just like them. Usually, I would almost say this is like Luge working in a group at school where he wants everyone to do hard, but he knows they're not, so he's just gonna do it himself. It's almost like, but it's not exactly like that because like a sentinel would probably be like motivating other people, and they
oh
would
yeah,
be
they'd
like
probably
really
try. I'd
upset.
just fuck off.
Yeah.
I would just do it.
Basically, I think like the teamwork is a pretty big thing there because even if
Yeah.
they're like better than everybody else, they don't care. Like they don't think like that. They just want you. They expect you to be able to do what they do, like or at least give it the same effort.
Hmm. I'd have to double check this too, but something that I think was the case is that I think Sentinels in general are the most common type, so that might like lend some insight to how our world works, I guess. So I think they are, but I'd have to double check that.
That would make sense because a big part of this also is like authority, and I think everyone, no
In order
matter
and stuff like that.
like, I think everyone, no matter who they are, wants authority, even if they're not comfortable doing it in an authoritative role.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'd say that's a pretty common thing around people.
Hmm.
The fourth and final personality type is the explorers.
And Claughton esoteric, you said it correctly, and it's something that you say that's just supposed to be understood by a small amount of people. So there you go.
Oh, all right. So,
Had to pull the
ex-
Jamie.
explorers. Possessing a self reliant mix of enthusiasm, quick thinking, and ingenuity that can lead to impressive personal and professional accomplishments. They aren't obsessed with precise detail, and they require workability rather than perfection. So basically, they know how to do all these things, and they don't really go into it with an exact plan, but they know they're going to get it done just because of the way they are. And when they got people in their group, they're not like giving out specific tasks to everybody.
Mm.
They're just kind of saying, "This is your general thing. I trust you to know how to get it done, and I'm going to get my thing done, and we're just going to get it. It's just going to come together."
Mm.
Right here, it also says they enjoy being free of obligations. Because they just like to when they get an idea, and they just like to go do it. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into every single subcategory of these because I would be way too long of a podcast. That's just going to turn into a lecture. Um,
I think that was good enough.
it's much more interesting if we discuss ourselves and each other and like what we thought of each other almost.
Hmm.
Like I would almost be interested if I don't think you can go back and look, but if you could to go and see what you chose for every answer for me and what I chose for you and just like
Oh
back
yeah,
up
I wanted to
why
do
I
that
said it.
too. Maybe we
But I
could
don't
just
think
maybe if you want, like at the end, we could just take it together and just go through them. I almost think that would be interesting.
I'll screen share it and we'll put through them and I'll try and remember
That sounds
exactly what I
cool.
put for you.
Yeah, I'll try
Um,
my best. It's just a little
so
confusing because I had to take it as myself too.
yeah, I have both of them pulled up right now. Um,
Oh, the results? Okay.
why is the information useful and why do we care about the tests? I would think we care about it a lot just because it's interesting, not because we want it to shape our lives like we said earlier.
It's just
Um,
fun to read. I don't know.
yeah, that's
That's the
really
big reason
psychology
I
in
like it.
general. I don't. It's applicable when it needs to be, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just interesting.
I mean, it's like you said, I think in the beginning, just you can use it. Most of the things you're probably already aware of, like for yourself, but if you look into it, maybe you can just sort of like rework on those strengths that like maybe you're not paying as much attention to, or focus on stuff that you're not good at that the test might like kind of enlighten you on. Like you probably know most of this stuff about yourself, you just don't refresh yourself on it or maybe focus on it enough. Test can kind of help with that.
Yeah, I don't think it really teaches you anything new about yourself that
No.
much. I think it's really just
And that's the if you answer
telling you
honestly,
what
like
it's
you
about
should
it.
know all this stuff pretty much about
That is really
yourself.
important. Is you have to like take your time and just like really think, am I like this or am I not?
Yeah. It's not the
You
type of
can't
thing where your
do it to
gut
make yourself feel good.
your gut's probably going to be what you'd actually answer, but at the same time you got to think about it for a lot of
Because
these.
sometimes I realized when I was taking it, my gut would be like something, and then I'd sit and be like, well, that's really just my gut trying to like
Yeah,
compensate.
maybe that's what you think about yourself, but not how you actually are. Like if you actually observed yourself.
Yeah, I think that there's like a really right way to take it, and that's the
Yeah.
only done right.
For me, I think it
Um,
just, I mean, if you understand yourself better, you can, I don't know, just self improve a lot more. That's what's helpful about it.
yeah, and really self improvement is going to help you
Anything.
obviously all the way through your life in every
Yeah.
single category.
Yeah. Or especially
Um,
for like relationships too. Like if you don't, if you know the type of somebody that you don't get along with, you can kind of come to an understanding there. Maybe help with that.
just some background on me and Looch here. It's not just some like I'm expecting us to at least get kind of right on the
We
percentages
should be
because
pretty close, I'm imagining.
I mean
We'll see.
I've known Luch for when did you come to Dodgeland? I don't know.
Ever since kindergarten.
Yeah, kindergarten. We've gone to the same school all the way through high school. We're about two
Watch this
years
just
out
be
of high
completely
school.
off.
Yeah, I know. We're about 2 years out of high school, and we still well, right now for the last couple months, like year, we've been talking every single day. And then there's been times like all the time where like that. I remember specifically like freshman or sophomore year, fucking every single night Looch would be on like Forge making racetracks, and I'd just be in the party not
Oh
playing
yeah,
anything. We just sit there and just bullshit for hours. Looch
nostalgia.
ruined middle school for me because we just played free version of Minecraft all night.
It
Um,
made middle school for me. It was the saving grace of it, actually.
yeah, it was great, and I'm expecting, even if we don't get it right, I think our justifications will make sense to each
Do you just
other.
want to go into it?
Shall we start with ourselves first?
Oh, what we got for answering it truthfully, I guess.
Yeah.
What did
Um,
you get?
I got the logician
Okay.
from the analyst personality
Oh
type.
damn, your change. Oh, so change back to that.
Yeah. So I
God,
think
your changes
last
every
this
time.
time, I think this is when I answered the most truthfully because I think last time I just did my gut through everyone, and this time I kind of rethought some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So just for example, I got 72% introverted, 70% intuitive,
Mm-hmm.
60% thinking, 83% prospecting, and 72% turbulent. So when I took this for the first time in junior year of high school, I had almost 50-50 for every single category
Mm-hmm.
all the way down. And now
Oh,
the
can you screen share
closest
what
I
you got,
get
by the way,
is 60. Um, yes.
just so I can see it easier? Okay.
One second.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right.
So yeah, this is what I got.
Oh, there we go.
And basically, if what I do, I think it's accurate. I think the introvertedness grows up every time I take it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what's your
I try
closest
and
one?
like
Thinking.
as
Okay.
a be a social person, but like Lucas can. I weird calling you Lucas. I don't know why the podcast makes me call you Lucas. Looch.
Professional.
Um, yeah, can relate to this. I'm like really, really comfortable around the people that I'm comfortable around, but I'm really uncomfortable and like silent around people I don't
Oh,
know, even when it comes to Xbox Live.
you probably
Like,
like the question on the test where it's like introducing yourselves. You probably went with the disagree on that one.
right. Um, like even on Xbox, like I'm getting a little better at it, but like when I'm playing with my cousin, like just the other week in Discord, literally all we were doing is sitting and chilling playing Minecraft. I just wanted to play with him, and all of a sudden he started inviting people to the Discord. There's like 6 people in the chat, and I literally just like muted my mic and I just sat there because
Yeah,
I can't like I don't know, I don't like that.
that's not a good
And
time.
when I would be in like Lucha's parties and he'd be inviting like these people I don't know, like Ramda and Real Deal and stuff, I'd always leave the party or mute my mic, just without saying anything, just because I was like so like uncomfortable, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's definitely. I think it's
um,
easier though when it's one person. If it's just like four people that you don't coming in hot, that you don't know, that's tough.
yeah, I'm a lot better, not a lot better, but I'm better with like some of those people now. Like Real Deal, I like love playing with Real Deal.
Yeah,
I've never really
because you
played with
actually know
Ramda
them
or
now.
anything, but
Well,
like I
he's
kind of
got to
know.
keep Jared occupied.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Jared.
Yeah. All right. Don't get that. Let's go back. Where else? Where would we leave off?
I would say one thing right here. It says they love patterns, spotting discrepancies between statements could almost be described as a hobby.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
like patterns
that's
and like
probably pretty true.
Excel, like just like analytics in general. I really like that.
Yeah.
That's literally like what I do for a living right now. Is I just track data, I chart it, I like project it, I trend it, I see like what's gonna happen, like what we can expect, like all kinds of stuff. I look for ways to improve ourselves. Technically, my job title is process improvement and analyst
Hmm.
or analyst. I mean, um, so like right here, they make this may make them appear unreliable, but in reality, no one is more enthusiastic and capable of spotting a problem. Drilling through the endless factors. I would say when I put my mind to it, that would come down to me is most people in general just would like not want to trust me to do project
Yeah.
lead and stuff, just because
That's when
like
you care.
when I'm not serious, I'm the biggest like fuck off of all time.
Yeah.
When I am serious, I'm like really into it. Like I don't know how to describe it.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna keep going through some random parts of mine to just give you like a little bit of what I'm thinking here.
Okay.
Um, so so this is an interesting mixture of traits that pleasantly surprise their partners.
Oh,
I don't.
what does that mean?
Yeah. They love
What?
sharing with others. Finally, meeting someone romantic thoughts are appropriate. Not necessarily speaking romantically, but like I do really like sharing things about myself. I'm literally sharing. Some of this stuff gets like kind of personal. I mean, like even Looch and I have late night, you know, fucking just talking sessions for like
Yeah,
hours. Um,
it's pretty accurate.
I don't know, like friendships. Let's just look at this quick. Many of the usual motivations for making friends, emotional support, social validation, shared routine, they don't apply to logicians, it
Oh,
says. Is that how you say it? Logician? Logic?
yeah, logician's correct. Sounds
Um,
right to me.
it is not easy to become good friends, but if there's a common interest and a common train of thought, the connection is likely to spark instantly.
That's probably, I could see that.
I mean, like, I can relate to that, and I can also, like, not. Like,
While you're looking at that, I'm gonna look and see what the freaking people that your type are, because I always love looking at that.
oh, yeah.
That's always a favorite part.
Right here for, also for like career paths, it's just like numbers and numbers, numbers. Systems analyst is literally what I'm going to college for. Mathematicians. It's weird because that is like literally I'm going to school for software development, but like a subcategory of that is is developing systems like information
Yeah.
systems. It's just weird that I take this test and I get that.
Yeah, I noticed that like the job interest thing is actually very accurate. If it's not something that I'm actually doing, it's something that I would be interested in, which is kind of cool.
It says they also struggle to understand emotional exchanges. They're not really service oriented positions. I would kind of disagree with that because I think I get like a high off of like working service industries. Like when I was doing working at shop
Oh, you
lead
like
and like
that?
cashiering, like it's the worst, and I get like really flustered when people are just like not making eye contact. They're not talking to me. They're
Oh
just
yeah.
like not saying like "Have a nice day," all that crap. But like when there's somebody who sits there and they even just have like a 30-second conversation with you, that's just like that can literally make my whole shift.
Yeah.
Just because most people, I don't think. I think I
Well,
make a
I can see
very high
that.
effort to be so friendly to strangers at like things like that. Like I'm always super nice to like check out people and like
Yeah.
just random people who ask for help if you want help in the store and stuff.
I can see that for people that work stuff like that because you just if you deal with a bunch of cucks all day, one person that's a decent person can kind of just turn that around. Right. Oh, this is actually worth it.
Um, did you have the people pulled up that you wanted to say?
Oh yeah, for yours.
Yep.
Hold up. Bill Gates was the one that stood out to me, so there you go.
Oh, yeah, I'm Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, Albert Einstein, there you go. They try to make you feel good with those.
And
The real
then
the
there's
real
probably just like
important one
Star.
is the fictional one. You got Neo from from the Matrix, which is definitely accurate.
Never seen The Matrix, but thank you.
I haven't watched it since I was like 5, so I I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, I'm
That's
kind of
long
like
ago.
this right here. The insight of the day. If you're still, they're most likely to believe that social conformity is a bad
Oh, that's
thing.
interesting.
I would agree a million
I would
times
be on top of that
percent
too.
because like people like especially in America, I'd say as far as I can tell, it's like highly like conform like people are
Like
conforming to
tradition based and too.
like if you just look at politics like Democrats and Republicans, if you're like a Republican, you want the Democrats people to lose so bad that even if
Yeah.
something goes against all your beliefs, but it's a Republican belief, you'll conform to it and you'll just go with it just because you hate Democrats so much. Stuff like that.
People really want to feel like they're part of a group.
Yeah. And I would say that's really bad. The same with like religion. Like I'm extremely against organized religion in general. It just doesn't seem like it makes sense to me. It's caused like every war ever almost like before the last couple hundred years.
Yeah.
It's like it still causes death and terrorism today. Like you know, this isn't a religion podcast. We could do a
Well, we might have
3 hour
to do
podcast
one
on
now.
that.
I can go
But
off right now.
yeah. Anyways, I
I
would
was
say
reading
that's
about
accurate.
that
Say the day.
with the psychology before, like when we were looking for other topics.
Do you want to kind of just do what I did, but with whatever you got for yourself?
For myself, yeah. Do you want me to screen share?
Sure.
All right, here. Let me get it actually on mine because I was looking at yours. Oh yeah. Just ignore Dashy on Twitch. It doesn't matter. So I got, there we go. Futchin, this is the one I get every time. I know one interesting thing about yours is you get it a different one, like a lot. But I pretty much get the same main 4 letters every time. I got INTJ. Sometimes we don't really pay attention to the 5th one, to be honest. Like, I don't know if you've ever. What did you get?
Um,
I think
sorry,
you got
1 second.
turbulent, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So see, mine, for that one, it changes, like, that's the only letter that changes, and it's just the one I never look at. It's usually like 50-50. This time it was 60-40 pretty much for assertive, but that one's like literally different every time I take the test. But when it comes to the rest, introverted, intuitive, thinking, judging, they're pretty much always the same, and like the percentages are always pretty accurate. Like intuitive and introverted are always the highest, and then thinking and judging are usually the ones that are a bit closer to changing. But I pretty much, I find this one pretty accurate because it pretty much just says I'm a big douche. Well, no, seriously though, like the first sentence, just reading it, it's lonely at the top. Like that's how it starts. You can't make that sound good.
It doesn't sound great.
No, it definitely does not. It also does not bode well that I've got, where is he? I got Elon Musk, that's nice. But I also got Putin for my people, so, yeah. And I got freaking, basically like every villain character. Well, you got Walter White, and, that's all that matters, but. Tywin Lannister for Game of Thrones cucks. He's the GOAT. But like the best thing for me, where I usually get an idea of how accurate it is the strengths and weaknesses. I think mine are pretty accurate. Like the funniest one probably is the clueless and romance weakness. I really like that one.
Elaborate.
Wow, you're really forcing me here. So romantic relationships and Looch go together about as well as Claughton and people that are insecure about themselves.
God damn, it's a fucking throwback.
I don't know if I got that one right or not, though. That analogy may have been off. Depends if you're sarcastic or not. No, basically what I'm saying is that romantic relationships pretty much just haven't had one. So this is pretty accurate. Loathes highly structured environments, that's true as well. Like a work environment for me, a perfect one is one with just whatever I fucking want to do at the time. Because if my mind's like not focused on my work, then it's not going to be good. And if I could just do whatever I actually want to do and then focus on the work, I'll probably actually be into it. Overly analytical. We already talked about that. That's definitely true. Probably analyze things too much at times. So it could be kind of a weakness, but it's kind of a strength at the same time. Judgmental is, yeah, I basically pull the Claughton sometimes, where people come into the party and don't know them. That can be pretty bad. Might dip out a few times. I'm getting better at it, but I used to do that a lot. And then arrogant. We don't need to talk about that one. These strengths though are pretty nice. Jack of all trades, that's definitely true. I'm the goat at everything. Open-minded.
Goes back to arrogant.
Open-minded is pretty good too, because sometimes if I really think I'm right, I'll be convinced on something. But if you can come up with something that like is legitimate proof in my mind that I can change my mind on things. Hardworking and determined. Yeah, I'm the fucking goat. I get up at 11 o'clock just to send Claughton a text to get on. So yeah, definitely very determined. Independent, decisive. Decisive is definitely true. Like if there's, cause I feel like whenever there's a group setting or something, I always have to be the one to make the decisions on shit or whatever. So not even because, I don't know, some people just don't like making decisions on stuff like that, I guess. I don't really care. And that kind of comes with running the league too, but could do a separate podcast on that. High self-confidence, that's the same thing as arrogance. Whatever, dude. Just the fucking goat. Quick imaginative, strategic mind. That one's pretty true as well. Like, my COD team, this is a good example. I would always be the shot caller and the one coming up with the strats, so I like that one. That's
I would
probably my
say
favorite.
that in games in general, I'm the only person who challenges calling shots.
Yeah, mostly just because I don't care anymore.
and that's because like nobody else is willing to like uh take like initiative. Like
Yeah.
everybody just is, Looch is good at games, and like I know that too. I'm just like to be a cuck, so
I pretty much
um
only call shots now if I need to. Like if it's a game that we're just gonna win, it's like who cares?
mhm. Like if we're playing Apex, I'll call like locations and stuff instead before anybody
Yeah.
else does. But like if me or you don't do it, nobody does it.
Yeah, but if you heard me on when I was actually playing competitive, that was I
Oh
would pretty
yeah.
much be the team captain at that point where it's like, other people are just calling out where people are and shit, and I'm calling out like, all right, rotations in 15, we need to get to this point in the map, uh, S&D, like which site to hit or whatever, stuff like that. And I had some pretty decent strats for that, so I'm a little proud of that one. That's pretty
All
much.
right.
I saw your insight of the day. I wonder if this one. I didn't even know this is a thing until you showed it. Architects are the most likely personality types say that the first thing they usually notice about a possible romantic partner is their intellect. Well, there you go. I find fat brains really thick.
Really thick, yeah.
It's pretty much what it's
Would you
saying.
like to see what I got for you?
Oh yeah, I hope it's off.
It's actually not that off.
Okay,
It's in the same
I'm taking a guess.
subcategory.
I'm
It's
taking a
still an
guess.
analyst.
It's INTP.
Yeah, it's you. You got the. When I took it as you, we got the same. Like
Oh,
my
interesting.
result here. If you want, let me screen share. I actually have the comparison up right now to our percentages.
I actually did not get what you got for yourself, but I was also very close. So you were one
Okay.
letter off on me. I was in a different subcategory, but it's one letter off.
Okay.
Let me just show it. See if I can
Yep.
find it. Oh yeah, I freaking had it as Claughton. I got INFP for you, and then those are the fudge percentages. So what did I get?
So mostly the same part. What is different on that? The feeling versus thinking, and the assertive and turbulent is only
Oh
different.
yeah.
Yeah, you
So
got actually because you got
I feel like the
68%
percentages.
assertive, and I had 72% turbulent for myself.
Oh yeah, that one's probably the most farthest off, but everything else is pretty close. Because the
Pretty
thinking and
close.
feeling were the closest one. That's the one that I
Because
knew
yeah,
was gonna
you
be
have 40
close.
60, and I have 60 40.
I feel like depending on what day you took that, you could flip on those letters.
Yeah, because mediator is the one I used to get.
Yeah, so it's those were a tough call when taking it as you because for me it was like I'm pretty sure, but for you I just feel like depending on the day you can be more of a I don't know. I always think of the thinker in my mind as like a cuck, but it's not really the case.
I mean, I'm pretty impressed with how close it is. Do you wanna let me screen share quick?
Sure. Uh, Bonner. Oh my god, you got that. That's actually weird.
Yeah, look
See
how
the
close they
percentages
are.
were. That
The
is
only
so
difference
weird.
is
Oh, you
assertiveness.
put me with
Look
the
how
fat
look,
assertive. Jesus.
yeah,
Holy shit.
which is funny because you were turbulent on yourself, but I have it very aggressively assertive.
Yeah, so we were both. I don't really care about the A and T to be honest, but we were both
Yeah,
off on that one. But I'm not surprised that you got the prospecting was really close though in the percentage of
yeah,
it.
it's 57-43, so that's pretty close. That's our biggest difference. And look, mine's 83.
Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of figured that
Um,
because
yeah, so,
I'm pretty close on the judging versus the prospecting. Like that's probably the closest thing for me. The closest thing for you is definitely the thinking and feeling. I think like that's the one you could flip flop on.
so I think because obviously we can't stop here. It's only been a half hour.
Oh, whatever you
Um,
want to go with.
you
Oh
want to go
yeah,
through the test?
yeah. Now we'll learn why we fucking got it wrong. We were
So
pretty close though. I'm not mad.
you find it. I wish I could go through my answers. Is that possible?
I don't think so. That would be cool. Don't think you can.
No, because I can't remember exactly what I put for some of them. Because some of them I was a little on. So for you find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. I think I said,
Are we just gonna answer this as ourselves? Because it might be a bit much if we try to do like both. I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, for me,
Maybe
I would
depending on
say
the
I
question.
I do find it difficult sometimes.
So did you go like soft degree or whatever?
Yeah.
I think I did. I think I did the medium agree on that one.
Okay.
I find my,
Um,
yeah. I don't know. I'm not like fully confident at all with that.
yeah. Second question, you often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. I put this
I also put the fat agree for that one.
because I'm like an extreme like daydreamer and like just thinking about like weird hypotheticals and stuff, like just to the max, like as much as you could probably be.
If you put me in the shower, I would not even know like what if the water was cold or hot because it's not like what I'm focused on at that point.
Yeah. All right. This is a dumb question, I think, but you try to respond to your emails as soon as possible. Cannot stand a messy inbox. I put disagree because I have like 10,000 emails.
I put disagree for you on that one. I think that's same, so I nailed that. For myself though, I think I put like a soft agree, and I just assumed emails as like texts and stuff because who the fuck?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't use email really. But for anything else, I do try to like I try to do that, not too hard, but I
I'm
do it every
really
once in a while.
bad about responding to people in general, anyways.
Oh yeah, so I called that one.
So you find it easy to stay relaxed even when there's some pressure. I put agree. Because surprisingly, like when I'm at like work, like I on the side, I also make pizzas on the weekend, and even when it gets super busy and everybody in the kitchen is swearing at each other and freaking out, I'm just like, la di da di da, chilling over in my corner, making some pizzas. Don't fucking care. Like that's the one thing everybody will say about me at work is that I like stay calm in really stressful situations. I always say though there is a threshold to that where I just break down.
Oh yeah, you can only do so much. I don't really want to go through personal examples, but I definitely gave myself like I think the same agree on that one. Just because I get the same thing usually. I don't know. My mom usually freaks out with shit like that, and I'm
Hmm.
usually the one that's just like, "Whoa, relax, bro."
Yeah, we don't have to go through personal on everyone. I just have like specific things I guess that I think of.
Yeah.
You do not usually initiate conversations. I think I put like just disagree because like at work I will just no. I'd actually I
Not
think I put
sh-
this one.
I don't know what I answered for you on this one, honestly.
I
Tough to
was
know.
for some reason I was thinking like initiate conversations with like strangers. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Well, for just in general, for me, I think I put. I think I might have put the fat agree. I don't know. That would be my guess.
And then you rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. I definitely disagreed with.
I hit that one with the fat disagree because that's like the only reason I do things.
Yeah, it was one of these. You feel superior to other people.
Oh,
This
I
is a
like this
really
one.
cookie one,
Love
but
this
I'm
one.
pretty sure I put this one.
I put the exact same one. Now here's the fucking my explanation for this. This is how you get yourself out of this one. If you don't, you just put you feel superior to other people in some aspects. Okay, like if you don't feel superior to other people at certain points about yourself, then you're just lying to yourself. I think, or you're selling yourself short.
Yeah, I almost feel like I was being more honest with myself.
Oh, by putting the fat agree.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that there's basic examples. Like just play a game of COD and it's like, oh, I'm superior to all these people. Like there you go. That's
Yeah.
one you're just. I think you're just lying if you put disagree. Honestly,
Hmm. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable.
curious about this one.
Definitely disagree.
Oh, you hit that with disagree.
Definitely, I'm a fat procrastinator, fat, unorganized, messy. I just get it done.
I This is where the judging comes in. I put this with the soft agree for me because I every
Well,
one of
here's where
these.
I am agreed. I really have like a fucking spreadsheet fetish.
Oh yeah. Well, for me for that one, I just put the soft agree because like I could pretty much flip on any of those questions because I do like to be adaptable, but at the same time, I think it's important to like have a structure to go from. I guess makes it easier to adapt. Be prepared, I guess.
Yeah, I think that I would think it's well, maybe I think organized is more important. I just don't think it's important enough that I care to
Yeah,
change my
yeah. I
personality.
definitely put disagree for you.
You're usually highly motivated and energetic. For
Curious about this one.
myself, I put this one or this one.
I might have went neutral. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I only put neutral for one of yours.
Oh, okay. Well, for
Um,
you, I think I put. I don't know. I might have given you a soft agree.
I can't remember, but like I would say in general, I'm like very sporadic with my motivation, so I wouldn't
Oh
say
yeah,
I'm usually highly motivated.
yeah, that's a good point.
Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. The wording on that one confused me a little bit, but I would say that I don't
Confused
really
me at first
care
too.
as much if people get upset. Like, I would rather just win the debate.
So you went with the disagree.
Yeah, like a soft disagree though. Like, I'm not gonna fucking blatantly hurt someone's feelings, but
Mm-hmm. Uh, I think I either went with I went with disagree as well. It was either soft or medium. I don't know. I just yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I don't know if someone's feeling gets hurt, too bad. But you gotta. I think it's definitely more important for huge issues to worry about the actual issue itself and not if someone's feelings are hurt by like what the answer might be or what the truth might be.
yeah, that makes sense. Uh, this one because I have a really bad problem with that. Like, I feel like every
Okay.
single decision I make in life, I like have to justify it to like somebody, like my parents especially.
I definitely put a softer medium agree on that one because it's the same thing. Well, that's just a thing I feel like everybody has to deal with. I'd be surprised if anyone put disagree on that.
See, I didn't feel like I was like this until Haley
Oh God.
called me out on it.
For
Like,
what?
because I'm just really bad at like thinking too much about like what my parents are gonna say to something I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and when I should just be like living for myself, which is right. I'm working on it. You know, hopefully, I hope to be down to a here or a here.
Wait.
Um,
So, she
I would
called you out
rather
for.
do things for my own and stop thinking about what like other people are going to think and why. I feel like I have to stop
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
justifying everything and just start doing it because it should be justification enough that I think it's the right choice.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I went with the soft degree on that one just because I don't know. I feel like I'm always doing that. People are always like judgmental. This might be a general thing about most people, anyways. They're always just like judgmental towards other people's lifestyles. I feel like
Hmm.
it's just I'm always thinking like just live your life, man. Like who cares? Doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I feel like I'm justifying for a lot of people. Like when people like say things about other people's lifestyles too. Like I feel like I try to justify for them most of the time because I'm just like,
Yeah.
just fucking do what you want.
I know some cucks can be like, oh, you get your free time, you spend that playing games. I'm like, yeah, who cares?
It's a
Like,
good time.
yeah, I'm having fun over here. You can have fun
Oh,
watching TV for 8 hours a night.
yeah, I don't. People are weird. Your home
Guess
and
you can
work
say that.
environments are quite tidy. I put I put one of these two because
Is it
I'm
separate?
like my room's either perfectly clean or it's super messy.
Okay.
There's like no in between.
I put a. I think I put the soft degree on it because my room is generally decent, but if it's like a work environment, it's usually pretty good. My own room is usually like on the better side, but sometimes I get lazy, so I don't
Well,
know.
my room is the only problem with my room is I throw my instead of putting them in the laundry basket.
Oh yeah, I do that
That's my
sometimes.
problem. Holy crap, we got a lot left.
Oh yeah, this will be
You do
fun.
not mind being at the center of the attention. Put a soft degree
I was gonna
as
be
long
curious what you
as
put on that.
it's like with people I know is like
I agree
the
with that one. Yeah,
like I don't want to be the center of attention and like literally a group of strangers. I would hate that. Then that would be like this.
yeah, that would be
I just put
awful.
this. I'm probably more like a neutral, I guess.
I think I put soft degree on that one because I thought about it the same way you did. Like if it's people I know, then I don't really care.
Yeah, because I feel like if putting this, you want to be the center of attention no matter who. But this is
Yeah,
like in the right situation.
sometimes. Yeah,
You consider yourself more practical than creative. I don't really know what to put about myself about this
you're
one,
not
so
sure
I
on that
just
one.
yeah.
I definitely put. I think I gave myself a fat disagree.
I think I did this one because I didn't answer neutral to anything.
Oh yeah, I may have done neutral on one. I try not to do it, but sometimes it's hard
I
not to.
definitely would say I'm creative, like over practical. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. People can rarely upset you. I put this one
Oh, really? For my,
because
I don't know what I
like
put for you. For myself, I put the fat disagree, so this will be a good one.
because I just don't like. I feel like I don't get upset by like what people say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get triggered. I put the disagree because it's just like, I don't know. Some people just do things that set me off in my brain. I just can't help it. Like
No, I yeah.
usually I don't care, but sometimes there's just, I don't know. Sometimes you just have bad days, and someone could just say the wrong thing, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Um,
Depends on the
it
person, I
depends.
guess.
There's a select few people who I could that would definitely like go the other way.
I was definitely thinking of Jared when I put disagree.
Your travel plans are usually well thought out. I don't this I think because I don't think about anything and I just improvise and wing everything.
Oh, yeah, that's not me. I definitely put agree for myself. Like if I'm going somewhere, I usually have a pretty decent idea of like what I'm gonna do and stuff like that.
Yeah,
The area.
that's not me.
Rip.
It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. I think I put disagree because I think I'm pretty good at putting myself in other people's shoes.
I think I put disagree for you, but agree for myself on this one. Cause I'd say like, I'd say like for most people, it's an agree for me. If I find the right people or the right person, then it's a disagree. But I don't know. Most people, their issues I just don't connect on, I guess.
Okay. Your mood can change very quickly. I think I put this or this. I think I'm pretty like just stagnant. Like I just kind of have the same mood all the time.
Yeah. I give myself the soft agree for this one because, like a freaking nice meal at Culver's can definitely change my day for the better, like significantly.
That's fair.
And a
That's fair.
bad hour of COD could definitely drop it down. So, I just had to go with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. In discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. We basically already talked about this quote,
Yeah, we already
and
got
I
that one.
said agree.
Yeah,
You rarely worry about how your actions affect other
it's an
people.
interesting one.
I think I put disagree
So you
because
do?
I do worry about how my actions to like an extent,
Okay.
but like it's only softly. Like you know, if it's not going to negatively affect somebody too much, I'm just going to do what's better
Yeah.
for me. Obviously.
I think I put the soft agree, which is a definite improvement for me. Because if I was like 14, I probably would have put fat agree. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's something that I probably should think about more. I just don't care. I guess it's
Yeah,
just usually not a factor.
I'd say the thing that comes into most effect is I'm more like this when like roasting people because I don't think about how they might actually just
Oh, that is very true.
like get upset about something.
I'd say that is definitely true for you.
Yeah, I might go too far sometimes.
I've done that before too. Fat agree with the roast
Um,
is definitely the way.
your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to a methodical and organized approach. Fat agree. I'm
That's
that
definitely an
to a
agree for you.
T.
I went with like soft disagree on that one. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I have the random energy spikes, but I still usually have a structure like time of when I try to do things. I guess.
Yeah, I have no structure to my life.
Oh, that's bad. All right. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just like not do homework for 4 days and then just grind 12 hours out in one day, and it doesn't even
Yeah.
bother me.
Especially when I was in school, I was like just very structured with do stuff at this time, and usually it was just so I could have more things to do or more time to do the things I like. Don't want to be pulling a Claughton doing homework when I could be playing COD. It's essentially what it came
Yeah,
down to.
that's me. That's the one problem is I put myself in a lot of positions where when I want responsible.
Hmm.
You are often envious of others. It's not good, but I'm probably this.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't know if I
always
got
just
this one
like
right then.
I feel like internally I'm always like, I want to be the fucking YouTuber with the subs. I want to be the Twitch
5.7
streamer with the
KD.
views. I want to fucking yeah, I want Luch's KD.
Aw,
I want to be fucking have all the money. I want to do
appreciate
like the
that.
cool things. That's I feel like I'm like that a lot. I'm just not vocal about it. So
Okay.
that I understand if you didn't get that one.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that one for you.
Because I don't ever talk about it. I guess I just think
Yeah.
that like it's a problem that like it's not like a
Well, I
big problem.
guess
It's just
you
like
do bring
I'm
up the how nice it'd be a Twitch streamer sometimes. I guess that kind of lends to it, but I didn't really think about
yeah.
that.
But I feel like everybody who plays video games thinks about how nice it would be a full time Twitch
That's
streamer.
definitely true.
I think I'm just envious of anybody who gets to do something,
That they
gets to do a
love.
hobby for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, hobby for a career, like athletes and professional skateboarders and filmmakers and actors and like
I think they put the neutral for this one.
musicians.
I'm usually like a pretty like it's good to be ambitious, but I'm usually a pretty content person. I like where I'm at. Just to I don't know. I feel like that's how you keep your sanity.
Yeah. This is like an up and down for me. Like I'm either
Yeah,
go
it really depends.
I'm probably never like on this side, but
Yeah.
like sometimes I'm like, I don't need money. I really don't think I do though. I don't need money. I just want to be able to do something that I don't like,
Yeah.
something that I can go to work every day and just come home like and not be like in a bad mood.
Pretty much. I would definitely empathize with that.
An interesting book or video game is often better than a and I took the liberty of saying
Movie.
movie YouTube videos, but I put this for myself.
Yeah, I also went the fat agree. Honestly don't even need to explain that one.
Yeah.
We're just more of those type of people, I guess.
This is the reason why if somebody's on, it's me and Luke.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most part of every project. I
Oh,
think
the
I
fat
put
disagree.
this.
So I went with all those. I go with the soft agree. I'm like, okay, I want to have like an overall vision, but there's got to be room to move around a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just such a like a wing it person, and it's not good.
Yeah, I know. I think I nailed that's the one I generally nailed for you. Is questions like that.
You're rarely carried away by fantasies and ideas. I put this
Hit it with the fat
fat
disagree.
disagree. I think kind of talked about that with daydreaming. Yeah, like same with this question right here. I would say I don't really walk in nature, but if I did,
But like the
I
idea of
would
it.
I would get lost in thought.
Yeah, that I agree on that one. Same response.
If someone does not, you start worrying. If you decide would say text, I would say I'm a little bit of an agree. Like if I'm sending something that like has some type of like weight to it, and like obviously if I send somebody a meme and they don't respond, I'm gonna be like, do they hate me? But I remember like just specifically one time I was texting Zach, and I woke up to a message from him, and it was like really incomprehensible, but like it sounded like angry, like he was mad at me. But all he did was like, the thing where like the middle thing is just like a suggested word.
Oh
All he did
yeah.
was spam the suggested word, and I was sitting there before school, like fucking like, oh, Zach hates me. What did I do? And I got to school, and he like said hi to me, and it was all normal. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is this text message? He's like, oh, I just spammed the fucking thing. I was like, Zach, I thought I was like
My
worried.
God. I also went with the soft agree. Yeah, it's like you said. If you say something that actually has meaning to it, then you just kind of get in that state of mind.
You're always gonna
Agree.
worry if you like if you roast Jared too hard. You're like, damn, did I fucking end his life?
Apparently did.
Uh, as a parent, would you rather see your child grow up kind and smart? I said a fat agree.
Oh, I hit you with the fat disagree on that one.
Yeah, that's because I'm an asshole, but I would rather my kid not be like me.
Oh, that's why.
No, I mean, I'm not. I don't. I would say I'm actually genuinely a very person. I'm just mean to my friends.
Yeah, knowing you for a while, I'd say that's definitely true.
So I feel like
It's an
since you
accurate
don't see me
assessment.
interact with strangers, you wouldn't know. But because I'm very I'm
Well, no,
very
from the
mean
way
to everybody we know.
I don't know, just from knowing you personally, I can tell that you're like a good person at heart. You just act like a douche to the people you know. That's different.
Yeah, maybe too far of a douche. So I wouldn't even. Yeah,
I went with this is probably the most opposite we are on any of them. I just went with the disagree because I don't give a shit about being nice. Like I just hate people that are dumbasses. I don't want I wouldn't want my kid to be
yeah. I
retarded.
guess I would rather my kid like be a straight C student, but like grow up a genuine person than just be like
Yeah,
an egotistical asshole.
that's not me. I want my kid to be the kid that's like, that comes home from school and is like, hey, Jessica said that 2 + 2 = 5, and I hit that bitch with the =4, and I'm like, let's go, bro. That would give me hype.
Yeah, I understand. I think that in the future, we got enough smart people. It's fine. I can have a dumb kid.
I don't know, dude. It's probably gonna sound douchey now. Now we're getting into it, but I just I just think about it sometimes. Like if I was really dumb, and I don't know, you probably wouldn't be sad. I guess that's the positive. But I like thinking about things that are challenging, and the idea of just like being dumb and dull just sounds really terrible to me. Even though you'd
Yeah.
probably be happy.
I would say the main difference between, even though we got the same thing, the main difference between me when I was answering is I chose was the questions that involve people was for you. I always put the answers where you just don't give a shit about
That's
other
probably
people.
accurate. I
That's
think you
like
nailed
really
that.
the only difference.
Yeah.
That,
That's
I think that's why I got so assertive too.
oh yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
mine's
for the you
definitely.
seem feel superior to other people, I think I hit you with like fat agree.
So mine's always when I was in high school. I think I usually got turbulent, but then like slowly I get assertive more and more when I take the test. Is what I've noticed.
Yeah. All right. We got a lot to go through, so I'm just you do not let other people influence your actions. I put a slight disagree because I will like if it's just my parents that can like make me do other
Oh
things.
yeah. I don't know. I'm an asshole, as you've probably went through those. So I actually only did the soft degree on this one, but I had to go with
Yeah, I
it.
think I probably did this or this for you.
Yeah.
When you sleep, your dreams tend to focus on the real world events. I think I put one or the other here.
Okay. I think I put the soft disagree.
I feel like I never remember my dreams, so I don't
Let's see.
know.
Well, I had a recent dream that was pretty lit. You were in it. Can't mention it on the
Yeah,
podcast, but it was definitely not a real world situation.
that's definitely like coming to the Luch's twitch.tv/standbyluke7 for, for those kind of stories.
Oh yeah, those are the best stories on the
Uh,
streams.
maybe soon /season 2 if I ever start streaming again.
Hopefully.
Does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities in the workplace. Actually, I put a grief for this one because I am pretty good about like showing up to every social thing for
Yeah,
work.
you could definitely hit me with the fat disagree on that one. I don't show up to
This
shit.
might have been. I think this is what I put in neutral because you don't have a job.
Well, I mean, whenever I do my summer job, they always have a banquet at the end of the year, and I haven't shown up to that 2 years in a row.
Okay, so that makes sense. I
And
just didn't know about
anything
that.
with school as well, just no.
Yeah.
You know that none of that shit. I probably showed up to like one thing maybe, like after school activity.
We went on that one field trip for German class
Yeah, that's
senior
different. That's
year.
during school though. That's different.
I think that's the only thing I
I
can think
don't.
of. That's the only field trip I went on
Well,
four
to be
years of high
fair,
school.
yeah, I don't. There weren't many high school field trips, but like that doesn't
If you didn't
count.
take art, it didn't. You didn't
You
get field
remember
trips.
when Mr. Birk did the after school thing for the election or whatever?
Yep.
That's the one after school thing I ever went to throughout the entirety of high school. That was the one thing.
Was there anybody else there?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people there actually. You know
Oh,
why?
I had to work, so I didn't show up.
Aw, it was because of pizza. I think that's why everyone was there.
Oh, okay.
I was genuinely interested though. You fucking cucks.
I think we know that I'm a fat agree and you're a natural improviser
Yeah,
and a careful planner.
and I went with the soft disagree as usual. Pretty
Your
consistent.
emotions control you more than you control them. I put a soft
Yeah, this is
disagree,
an
I think.
interesting one. Why'd you go with that?
Um, because I think I'm mostly like calm and collected.
I think I
I could
also
definitely
went.
get over here, but I
Oh
think for
yeah.
my my like homeostasis is like here.
Depending on the day, it can definitely be different. I think I went with the soft disagree too, though. I just feel like
If I'm tired,
generally.
I'll probably like this.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like how much sleep you get and stuff like that. That is definitely a big factor for me on that one. Because my like the whole rational part of my brain just goes down the toilet if I'm angry and haven't
hmm
slept.
You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or role play activities. I don't LARP. Okay,
See, if I went to social events, I would probably enjoy that.
I would say if
Still went
I
with the fat
did,
disagree.
if there was people to do it with, I would be like this just for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like things. If I was doing things like that, I would want to put agree, but I don't. So
Yeah. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet
fat
intriguing ideas.
agree. All
Yep,
right.
I'd agree. Yeah, we know this. You would rather improvise than spend time coming
Here's
up
the
with a
Claughton
detailed plan.
question.
I'd
There
agree.
you go.
I'm assuming Looch is like this.
Yeah, yeah, for every single one of them, probably.
You're a relatively reserved and quiet person. I think I put this because I'm only not reserved if I'm around people I know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I probably went with. I think I went with either the medium or the strong agree, but it's the same as you pretty much. Like if it's
Yeah.
people I know, then no. But anyone or any situation, even if it's like in a place, I don't know, in a restaurant or something. Like even if I'm with a friend, but there's a lot of other people there, it might be more reserved, I guess.
Yeah. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. I put a lightly agree because like when I'm at work, I'm not in charge, but like I do all the analytics. So if there's somebody's underperforming, I'm literally just like to the boss. I'm just like fucking fire them. They suck. But
Oh,
I think if it was me, I'm taking the part loyal into it. So like if I had somebody who's working for me for like 10 years, but they just suck dick, I would don't think I could fire them.
I went with the soft agree on that one too. That's like just the heart part. Like that would just be kind of tough to do.
Hmm. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. I put a fat disagree. I don't care.
I do that a lot, so I had to go with the strong agree on that one.
Yeah, I feel like it makes me fall. It falls into like thinking about religion, and then oh, don't give it. I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
on anything that I can relate to religion, I just automatically just hate.
I just always go with the. I just spend a lot of time thinking about the Big Bang theory. La, la, la,
Bazinga.
la. Whatever.
That's the only thing I
Move
know
on.
about that show.
I've never watched it.
Yeah, you want to do a podcast on young Sheldon?
Oh my god, that's actually a thing, dude.
I
I don't
know.
want to talk about it. Move on.
Logic is usually
I went with
sorry.
medium agree
Logic
on
is
this
usually more
one.
important than heart making important decisions. I put this. I think it is more important. I don't know that I reflect that because I think you'll be happier if you do this.
Oh
Heart.
yeah, I think I went with the maybe the medium agree because there is some room where you gotta do some things where it's like okay, this probably isn't the logical, but I'm just gonna be way more triggered if I go with the logical choice, I guess.
Yeah. Keeping your options open is more important than having it to
There we
do.
go. Clatin question. Oh yeah,
Um, yeah.
we're
Fat
pretty much the
agree.
same on those, so save soft disagree or whatever.
If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support
Ooh, how'd you
just
answer
today to
this
deal with the
one?
problem. I said this one because I'm weird.
I
I
think I
think
did
it's
that for you.
is this or this because I think that it's not. I don't know because I feel like if I was talking to somebody about my emotional problems, I would not. I would want them to offer emotional support instead of deal because ways to deal is just annoying. You don't want it that. You just want somebody to like sympathize with you. But I don't think that. I think it's
Oh,
really
so
hard.
you're not more likely to offer emotional support though? But you would want someone to do that for you?
Yeah, I think it's just really hard to do for somebody.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
I
lot like I think most people when somebody comes to them with a problem, their first thought is how do we fix it? But people usually
yeah.
know how to fix it. They just want you to like understand. They just want you to like
You're thick. It's all
sympathize.
right.
Yeah,
I think I went with the same one on that one, just the same way. Like you'd probably want emotional support, but don't do that though. Don't do that very often.
yeah. You rarely feel insecure. I
Ooh,
put a fat disagree
ooh.
because I've. It's mostly just because I've gained 8 pounds in the last 3 years.
Aw, is
You
that
know,
why you
but
won't
no.
send me the yet? Oh, stream's on.
As of as of
Podcast
today,
on.
I'm down 13 and a half pounds in 2 weeks.
Oh, so now you're gonna hit it with the medium disagree.
Yeah, so I mean, not yet, but lately people have been like, "Oh, Claughton, you're looking a little skinnier," and they didn't even know it was that. Fuck, all right, I'm switching to this one now today.
It doesn't matter if you're skinny if you're thick. Okay, remember that, kids. I think I went with the really feel insecure. I think I put it with the like the soft degree, just because I mostly don't give a shit, but sometimes I do because my brain is a cuck sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think I think anybody who puts this is
Yeah,
lying.
that seems a little. I went with the soft because I usually don't, but do you have the thing where if you do something like just random in public that probably nobody notices, you just get
Oh my god,
really.
I'm that's when I'm
You
really
think
bad.
everybody's seen. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
if I were to I don't know, like let's say I was getting a drink at McDonald's or something and I spilt like a little bit of it and nobody else was there, nobody saw it, I would just be so convinced that like, oh, everybody thinks I'm a retard now.
Yep, I'm like that too.
It would be bad.
We know this. You have no difficulties coming up with the And
Oh yeah.
second to it,
There you
disagree
go.
because I have lots of difficulties
Oh,
with
I
that.
actually really like the next question. This one's interesting.
Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. I would say I put a light disagree because uh, if somebody's just arguing with me about whether we're right, I'll just agree with them to get the project going.
Yeah. I thought this one was interesting because, it kind of relates to the debate one, and with that one, I think it's more important to be right. But because it's, like, teamwork oriented, I had to think about COD again. And generally, if you have a group of people that are on the same page, maybe they're making the wrong plays, but they're all on the same page. That's usually better than making the right play, but having everybody kind of like doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So like teamwork wise, I definitely agree. Agree
It's
to
a very,
disagree on that one.
I think like when I was in high school, I would have said this. Like,
Yeah,
I agree. But I think I'm more reasonable now.
yeah. Just teamwork oriented, it makes sense, I guess. Be more
You think
cooperative.
that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they're supported by
Oh, here we
facts or
go.
not?
The juicy questions.
Fat disagree.
I also went with the fat disagree on that one.
If you have dumb opinions that have nothing to back them up and you're just simply doing it because you like to be different, then no, you don't deserve
Yeah.
support. I don't respect your opinion if you think
Some
things
people,
like.
it's good to
I
have
mean, I don't want to do an
intuitions.
anti-vax podcast, but
Oh God.
I'm just saying, if you think autism is worse than your kid getting measles, you're kind of a terrible person.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You're basically just saying autistic kids are fucking better off dead, but
I think some people are just like too they put too much like credit into their intuition, I think. Like they have that
yeah, you know
initial
what?
thought on something, but they
Here's what you
can't
all need
lose
to
it.
do. Here's what everyone needs to do. Realize you're a fucking dumbass and you're not as smart as a scientist. You know, if a scientist came up to me and said, "Hey, Claughton, quit yerking so much," I'd be like, "Fuck you, no." Okay. What you could do is say, "Okay, you're right."
To be fair though, if a
Bad
scientist,
example.
they would come up to you and say keep yerking though.
Yeah,
So it
you're
is a
right.
bad
So
example.
I'm gonna yerk and I'm gonna vaccinate my kids. Anyways.
I'm quoting that, Claughton 2019. I'm about to tweet that. I'm gonna yerk and I'm gonna vaccinate my kids. I'm tweeting that right now. Continue.
You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. I put a medium disagree because I feel like I just get hit.
Yeah, I put medium disagree because I feel like generally if it's one person or maybe two people, yeah, but if it's a group saying like, when I did the races and it's like a party of 16, that was just, I felt so drained. Like I wanted to go to bed after an hour of that. It
Yeah,
was bad.
I don't. You frequently misplace your things. I put a fat agree because I
That's
always
definitely
lose
you.
my phone and all the time, and I like lose everything.
Yeah, I put a medium disagree on this one because I don't misplace my things, but sometimes my parents go around my room and misplace my things. I'm very accurate where I place things though, cucks.
You see yourself as very emotionally stable. I put a
Ooh,
mild
interesting.
disagree.
Oh,
I was thinking more of like mental health here. I think it's not really.
yeah, I think that's how it goes.
I don't know. I would say that I'm a little unstable. Don't need to go into that.
Oh. I
Your
would
mind
answer.
is.
I
Wait,
think I
yeah,
went
you
soft
do answer.
agree. I put that one would change at like different period. Well, I think for everybody it would change at different periods in their life, but like right now, I definitely put a soft agree on that. Generally,
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Fat agree. Always
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about something that I could do.
Yeah.
I just, obviously I just don't write the plan for it and I just wing it. It works like 20% of the time. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Strong
I got that
disagree,
one right
a
for
very
you.
big dreamer.
Oh yeah.
I'm like
I
always
agree with
talking
that
about
one.
something cool that would be like nice. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm always talking, like with those, how it's always about unexplored things or just new things or different ideas. That's literally always what I'm talking about. Especially if we're in like a bad mood and we're playing a game, it's always talking about like, oh, this could be improved like this. This should be a thing.
Oh yeah.
That's always how it is.
Um, you usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front. Oh, I put so on a softer medium agree for myself because I used to be better at it and I get much presentations at college.
Oh yeah, but those are probably more intimidating than the high school ones, though. I would imagine.
because you don't know anybody is different. It's a lot
Yeah,
different.
that
It's
definitely
it
changes
almost makes it
things.
better though because you know like never get to see any of the college people, even like in a different class.
Oh yeah, that is true. I think I might have also put the soft degree on that one. Talking in front
It's
of
just
people is how I
different because
think.
I do online school now, so it doesn't matter. I don't have.
Yeah.
Uh, Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. This is just a weird question, I would say.
Yeah, it is a weird question.
I feel like I really just don't know what to put for
Oh, you
myself.
usual
I
it?
would have. I think I would have done that.
I think I put I don't know if it was like soft or fat or whatever, but I think I put disagree as well.
I would almost put that just because I think like somebody who works on their experience is somebody who repeats things. But I think like imagination is you're going
It's
to
all
be
about a
somebody who's like
process.
you're like moving on to the next thing to make do
Yeah.
something better.
So the way I love the cod analogies in this one. The
I'm
way
sorry, that's like the only thing I know about you.
I,
I'm just
no,
I know a lot more than that.
I just think the cod analogies are really funny because it's something we
we've
could
been
both.
playing a lot of COD lately.
Yeah, it's just something we could both laugh at. So like for this one, the cod analogy is someone that relies more on your experience is like a killer. He's like, oh, I'm the best S&D player in the world. That was in like 2012, okay, or whatever. And now it's 2019 Black Ops 4, and he just gets shit on. He's like, well, I can't adapt because he's all about that experience. Like it's a different game. He's stuck in the past. Whereas somebody like Scump is definitely more of an imagination person because he could actually adapt and not be bad.
Yeah, so like it's like Nade Shot versus Scum. No,
Yeah, best
Nade
S&D
Shot's
player in the
always in his
world.
mind. Every second, Nade Shot's just thinking about BO2, search and
Oh
destroy.
my god. I really think that's
Yeah,
true for some people though. People like that just kind of have
yeah,
like their heyday and then they're just stuck there.
yeah. Next question. You worry too much about what other people think. I put a mild, even though I shouldn't.
Yeah, I think I might have done soft degree on that. It's one of those things where you shouldn't do it, but you just do. I don't know, can't help it.
Hmm. If
Oh,
the
I
room
wonder what
is
you put for
full,
this.
you stay closer to the walls. Yeah, what kind of psychopath stands in the center of a room?
Yeah, for real. I put the fat degree on that
If you go
one.
to the center of the room, you know, you're cool. I don't know. I don't fuck you.
You're cool.
Uh, you have a tendency to procrastinate until there's not enough time to do everything is a fat degree for me.
Yes, absolutely. Not for me, but for you, yeah.
I don't know, Luch. I feel like in high school you used to just do every project on the last day.
Oh, for project. Well, I was weird. Like, if it was homework, I would do it right away. But projects, I do procrastinate. So maybe I'm like a neutral on
Um,
that.
yeah, I think I gave you like this, like a soft degree.
No, I get that because that is very true. It's just for different things I procrastinate, I guess. Some things I don't.
Yeah. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. I put a mild degree. Like, I'm usually pretty good at just like accepting the fact that I can't change the outcome of something,
Yep.
so I just gotta go with it, you know.
Same thing for the same reason on that one. Can relate on that.
You believe that it's more rewarding to be by
Oh,
others
that's a
than
good
to be
one.
powerful. I think that I put this one or this one.
Oh, what'd you
I
put
think at the
that?
end of the day, if I had to choose between being liked employee or employees at HR.
Wait, what'd you say? Your phone's cut.
Um, sorry, I was too far away from my mic. If I had to choose between being the most liked employee at work or being in charge, I'd much rather be in charge.
Yeah, this is one surprisingly probably the one non-Looch asshole answer. I think I put like the softer medium agree. Just because I thought like mentally, I guess if you're thinking socially and financially, it's probably more rewarding to be more powerful. But like mentally, it's probably more rewarding to have people not think negatively of you.
Yeah, I think that some of the questions are too vague, like that one.
Yeah, that one's tough. That one's tough.
You have always been interested in unconventional and things, example in books, arts, or movies. This is obviously a category plus, I think.
Yeah, fat. Yeah, fat agree.
I love movies, like I love film, I love fucking just creations. I'm not really into art, I would say I can appreciate art. I really like going to art museum, but
I
I'm not
think
like
art's
every
just
day
past our
looking at
time.
like I think digital art is fucking stupid, but do whatever you want.
No,
Um,
DeviantArt and Rule 34 though. No, that is the way of
yeah,
the
that's
future.
different. Rule 34 is art.
I'm about to
And
look
if
at
we
some
include
art right
video
now.
games in this, I mean, every single day, me and Luch I talked about TV, movies, video games,
Yup.
YouTube, Twitch. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not it, but that's like a lot of art.
I think how the last question's kind of underwhelming.
You often take initiative in social situations.
Fat
Like
disagree for
probably
me.
this or this.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
here's.
I'm good at taking it if like, well, this is not gonna be right because I but
I know, it's just
Is it?
funny.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Um,
still got it.
I think this is way different though, isn't it, or is it not?
Yeah, I think it's like fat prospect. I think it was still prospecting, but it wasn't
Um,
that ridiculous.
yeah. So basically, I mean, it kind of sucks because we should have been screen recording this whole thing, so we could have put it in the podcast. But
That's fine.
pull up our outline here quick because
I
we
think we
read
described it
outline.
pretty
Well, I
well.
read outlines. Um, so overall experienced is a test static or dynamic. It's I would say if you're truthful, it's for the most part static.
Yeah,
I don't think you really. I mean, I think as much as you self improve, you're only going to change slightly.
yeah. It
Like,
depends on what you think about people too. I guess that people really,
it,
people have really different beliefs on that.
it really also is like depends on which one you. I think you can move from introverted to extroverted, but I don't know if you genuinely become an extrovert. I think you're just forcing yourself.
Yeah, they just get out of your comfort zone or something.
But I think if you force yourself, can really change. I would say for most people though, you're static. I think the only reason mine changes is because I learned to like be more like introspective and like view myself from a more honest standpoint.
Yeah,
I know how to analyze myself better. I think like I think the test will only become a little bit more accurate time goes. You like really are. I mean, I'm almost 20 years old, not that old at all, and obviously I feel like I know myself, but I probably don't.
mm-hmm.
Um, how do we predict our future personality traits? I believe that I would really like to become more extroverted.
Oh, you think so?
At least being comfortable being extroverted. I'm fine with like. I think introverting is a nice trait because it usually means you're a lot more comfortable being alone,
Yeah,
and sometimes you have to be alone. So it's a lot better if you have to depend on being around people. That's not going to be easy. But if you can be alone and learn to be extroverted, I think that's ideal.
yeah. For me, I would like to be more on the prospecting side of things because there are times where I'm the type of personality where you're always worrying about time or if what you're doing is like worth it or whatever. And sometimes it'd be nice. I just think it's like it'd be nice to just turn my brain off and just enjoy something for once.
Yeah, I can understand. Um, I'd say like final comments is not unsurprisingly, but like excitingly, we
We're pretty
basically got each
accurate with
other's
each other.
accurate.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
I'd say that we know each other uncomfortably well, and that's because we play 17 hours of COD together a day, and Apex.
Definitely 17 hours. It's very accurate.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an hour and 14 minutes. I think it's a good time to call it.
Oh, hell yeah. It was that long? Holy shit.
It's actually longer because I forgot to start it, but it's probably like an hour and 20.
Oh, nice. Well, that was solid. I guess, I don't know. My final comments is, like, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Like, how accurate we got each other's, and the test is cool and shit. But, I mean, the most important thing to take away from this podcast is probably what Claughton said earlier, where you gotta yerk and you gotta vaccinate your kids. So, don't forget to
Hell
do
yeah.
that.
As much as I'd like to end on that note,
Aw, damn
if
it.
there's anybody who actually listened this far, or if we can actually get some people to listen to our podcast,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna upload minimum once a week, ideally twice a week, because I'm already excited to do the next one. And I don't think I can wait 7 days.
Oh, my God. Wait, what is the next one? Oh, you want to spoil it?
Um, I don't know. It could be multiple things,
Okay.
but you can expect a Call of Duty update podcast. I'd
Yes,
say
that's probably the
by
next
this
one.
weekend.
That is the next one.
Um, I say we'll probably grind about 7 hours of it tomorrow,
Oh, yeah. At
and then I think we'll
least.
grind more Wednesday, and maybe Wednesday night we'll record a podcast, and it'll be out by Friday.
Sounds good.
Um, yeah. So obviously, because we haven't uploaded the other one yet, well, it will
Tonight,
be
now that
uploaded by the
I can
time you
remember.
read this one, but
Yeah.
it's going to be uploaded on a Monday. But our normal upload schedule is going to be every Sunday night, and then a random day of the week.
Yeah. Well,
All
I
right.
mean, we could probably record ahead too. It doesn't really bother me. if we have like an actual backlog of podcasts ready to go or something?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, like, I want to get. So every Sunday, you can expect one.
Yeah.
All right. Keep Yurkin and vaccinate your kids. Bye.